There are a couple things that you need to know about parallel and perpendicular lines that I think might be helpful for this topic. Parallel lines are have the same slope. Parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. That just means that if you multiply perpendicular slopes, so multiply slopes of perpendicular lines, you'll get -1. So let's look at some of these questions now. The slope of PQ is equal to, okay, now it needs to be rise over run. So we have to remember slope is rise over run. So if we have TQ, that's a run. So it's definitely not going to have TQ in the numerator. It's going to have TP over TQ or negative TP over TQ. It's going to be the negative one because look, it's a negative slope. It's going downhill. So it's going to be that one. Let me erase, let's see, these. And we'll type in that one. Whoops, I didn't erase. Okay. The second one, the slope of RS. Let's see, TS is a run, so it's not going to be the last two. And RS is a negative slope, so it's going to be the negative one. So it can be shown that triangle TPQ, let's see, TPQ is similar to TRS, okay? They're similar. Based on this, choose the ratio that is equal to TP divided by TQ. Okay, let me show you this. When you have the names, so you have TPQ is similar to triangle TRS. So they have TP over TQ is equal to. So notice that TP is the first two letters. So we want the first two letters here. TQ is the first and the last. So we want the first and the last here. So we have to find TR over TS, which is the first one. So I actually, because order matters, I actually kind of like looking at the order of the letters. Also, we could look at, let's see, it said TP was this side over TQ. Wait, TP went up over TQ is the same as, so we're going to want to do this line over TS. So it's going to be TR over TS. And you have to go in the same order. So this one went TP, so we're going to go TR. TQ, so TS. So it has to be the same parts of the triangles. Like this was the whole triangle. There we go. And we did those two sides, so we need those two sides, the other two on our ratio. Okay, so we'll erase those. Let's go down to the bottom one. Using the results above, choose the correct statement below. So if they have the same slope, PQ equals RS. So PQ is equal to RS, so it's got to be this one. So if they're parallel, they're going to have the equal slope. The slopes of the two lines are the same. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, hopefully it will be perpendicular. Yes. Okay. The slope VP, so we're looking at this one, and the slope of PZ. The slope of PV is VW over WP. I think it's that one, right? So rise over run. PZ is, it's a negative slope, so it's got to be either the first or the third. And we want ZQ on the top because that's our rise. So we want this one. So we're going to do the order of the letters again for this one. So check it out. Okay, so I'm going to erase these letters and put on the ones we have. Okay, wait. So we have triangle VWP is similar to triangle PQZ. And we have VW to WP. So we have VW, which is the first two. So we're going to write PQ. And WP is the last two. So we're going to write QZ. So we want PQ over this one. So we want the second one. And we know that because they're perpendicular, when you multiply them, you get a -1. So we want the last one. So the slopes are negative reciprocals. That means the same thing as opposite reciprocals. So negative reciprocals. And we'll do another one just for kicks and giggles. Is it another? Nope, it's a parallel one. Okay, so the slope of VW, so we're looking at this one, is positive. And we want ZV to be on top because that's the rise. PQ is PZ, we want the positive one. So we want that one because it's P to Z or Z to P. Choose the ratio. Okay, so on this one, we're looking at ZV is the first two. So we want ZP on the top. So it's either the second or the fourth. And ZW is the first and last. So we want ZQ. So it's going to be the fourth one. Whoops, I'm drawing. The results are they're equal. The slopes need to be equal because they're parallel. The slopes of the two lines are the same. Okay, that's the end of the lesson.